If you're ready to work for yourself and ditch the grind, start with these 4 simple steps. They don't take a lot of time or money, but they will put real cash in your bank account faster and easier than you ever thought possible. When we first started trying to make money outside of our jobs, we wasted time on all the wrong things, like spending more money than we had made and getting nowhere fast. We don't want that for you. Instead of trial and error, we're giving you the shortcut, 4 simple steps to start earning on your own terms fast. Hey, we're Paul and Sarah. For the past decade, we've been working for ourselves. And for the last 8 years, we've been traveling the world as digital nomads with our kids and pets. We help aspiring entrepreneurs just like you who are looking to cut through the BS, avoid all the trial and error that we had to go through, and be successful.
Today, we're breaking down the 4 simple steps to start working for yourself and making money on your own terms starting right now. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how you can start making real money fast and finally see a clear path forward. And stick around to the end because we're sharing a bonus tip that could be the difference between success and struggle in your new venture. So step number 1 is to pick a profitable skill and not just a passion. Most people start by chasing what they love, but love alone doesn't pay the bills. Instead, you're going to want to focus on what people are already paying for. So find a skill, service, or side hustle with demand and low startup costs so you can start earning quickly.
So for an example, when I was still a chef back in the day, I had the passion of taking pictures. I was a photographer. I had a little studio set up in my home. I had the lights, I had the backdrops, I had it all set up, and I started doing portrait photography. Now this was a passion, but I'll be 100% honest, it did not bring me a lot of money. It kind of trickled in, a person here, a person there, but because I was a full-time chef and not a full-time photographer, it just didn't pay the bills. Then I discovered, after talking with a real estate agent, when we were looking for a house for Sarah's folks who were moving to the East Coast, that his friend who ran a real estate photography company needed a part-time photographer. And I tell you what, that was the game changer because that was something that people needed every day. This guy was constantly booking with real estate agents, do houses, and I was busy pretty much all the time after that.
And being paid as an independent contractor,
And making
which is
good,
key.
yeah, and making very good money compared to the passion. Yeah,
So it was the same skill, but different niche.
exactly. So it's just, you got the skill and the ability. Sometimes what you want to do versus what people want to pay you for right now, that's going to be the big difference. What kind of skills do you have that might be a passion that you also think that could be actually generating a lot more money for you if you were to just switch them just a little bit? Go in the comments below and let us know.
Another way for you to figure out what skills that you have are going to be profitable, I would say that there's 2 ways. I would start searching in online job boards or freelancer job boards, okay? And start looking through what skills that you have, and you can suss out very quickly how much people are being paid, what is the demand, just start going through there. And I would also suggest going through to your local marketplaces, both online and in person. Say a Facebook marketplace or a Craigslist, like what kind of jobs are people posting there? What are the cash jobs that are being advertised for? Or what are the ads that people are posting asking for help in certain areas? Do you fit within those realms?
Step number 2, start selling before you're ready. Waiting until everything is perfect is the biggest trap that you're going to get stuck in. You don't need a fancy website, logo, years of experience to start making money today. Get your first client or customer as soon as possible. That's when the real learning and the earnings begin. In our case, we did it all. We wasted time, energy, and effort creating a logo, coming up with our business name, trying to figure out a website, trying to figure out what kind of social media stuff we should be doing. When at the end of it, our clients didn't care. The last thing that they worried about was any of that. They worried about getting their work done basically yesterday. Because once you start getting out there, you'll realize how quickly that marketplace just needs the work done. For an example, a lot of the family members that we know have tried to get work done on their house, whether it's getting a fence built, renovations inside. And believe you me, they would be just happy if someone showed up and agreed to do the job, because they don't care if they have a website. They just want a fence built. They just need some renovation work done. That's the key, is just showing up and being ready for it. Because how did we first start? A quick, simple email that we sent out that came from a Gmail account, not a professional business email. And it was a simple survey just trying to gauge the interest in what we were doing. And it instantly brought us clients.
Much to our shock.
Very much so. So what actions could you take to start making money today? Go in the comments, let us know, what do you think are some very simple things that you could start doing instead of wasting time and energy on all the things that you really don't need to be doing.
Step number 3 is to leverage free or low-cost tools. Spending money before you're making money is a fast way to fail. Instead, you can use free platforms, social media, gig sites, local marketplaces, and free or cheap tools like Canva, Google Docs, Sprite, Calendly, just to name a few, to run lean while you grow.
So the biggest mistake that you can make, and we covered this in one of our previous videos, I will link in the comments below, is wasting time and energy on stuff that you don't need to. So basically trying to solve problems that you do not have. You do not need to pay for high-end tools and services if you don't have the need for them. Now, I build out a lot of very complicated systems. And believe you me, you want to talk about how quickly you can start burning money between an email autoresponder and different automation tools and website builders. And it just adds up to a point where you're spending thousands of dollars a month on tools, but they need them because they're making a lot of money and they have a lot of clients coming in, and it's a constant overlapping of systems that are needed to be able to take care of everything that they've got going on. But when you're looking for that first client, for those first gigs, for however you're throwing yourself out there, the last thing that you need to do is waste time and money on, oh, I needed to get Google ads up or this or that. No, you don't need to waste that. You don't need to go out and pay for a $10,000 website, $1,000 an hour graphics designer to make you a logo. You need to keep it simple and low cost, because when you're getting going, money is the key. A, making it, and B, not wasting it.
It's also why we don't advocate for doing, say, MLMs or starting the blog or affiliate marketing or even doing a YouTube channel. It's taken us years to come to this. We have our own independent income streams and businesses running before we decided to do this, because you may feel the need to spend money before you need to, when in reality, you can take the skills you have, yourself, people that you know, and get yourself working. And that will put money in the bank, whereas other opportunities are going to cost you money, time, and a lot of skills to learn. Whereas you can get yourself paid and learn skills as you go. That's the ideal way to build up to the next level that you would want to take yourself to.
And we always love to be introduced to new stuff. So if there's a free favorite tool that you've used or some really neat resources that you think other people might find handy, drop them in the comments below. I love new stuff and I want to learn more, so let me know. So step number 4, focus on the results, not the hours. Right? Traditional job, it's going to pay you for your time. You go in, you clock in, you're working 9 to 5, however it goes, it's your amount of time that you spend there that you get paid for. When you work for yourself, you get paid for the outcomes. You charge for the value that you provide, not the hours that you put in. The faster that you deliver results, the more you can earn.
In the beginning of your journey of working for yourself, you're likely going to have to spend, it's going to take you more time, more effort, and it takes a little bit to get efficient at what you're doing. But then once you become efficient, you then are able to do more with less time. So when you first started taking pictures for the houses, there's a whole learning curve.
It used to take me about an hour to do a whole house. And then as time went on, it would sometimes take me 15 to 20 minutes to do a whole house. and I was still making the same money.
Right.
So I was tripling my income in a sense because I was doing it in about a third of the time.
When you're first starting out, you might find that you're having to put more hours or time and not reaping as much of a monetary reward. But I would focus less on that and more about providing the service to the best of your ability so that you can get word of mouth going, which is still today the biggest business builder that there is. And B, to know that that's the cost. That's your school of learning how to be efficient. And then once you get efficient, you're going to be able to deliver more in the same amount of time, which brings you more money. Today's bonus tip is the tipping point between success and struggle. And what we want to say is it's your mindset. Most people fail because they overthink, hesitate, or quit too soon. We're guilty of all of those. And the key to making this work is taking fast, imperfect action. Paul could have said, no, I'm going to keep my photography business the same. I'm just going to do things this way. I don't really know anything about real estate or taking pictures or that. And instead, he was like, I'm going to say yes to this opportunity. I'm going to buy this new lens. That was his cost of entry, buying a new lens for his camera, and being willing to take the time and effort to learn everything that he had to learn to go and take beautiful, professional real estate pictures and video, actually.
A good motto that you can live by is done is better than perfect. We all think in our head that everything has to be perfect. The perfect website, the perfect logo, the perfect offer, the perfect client, the perfect services. But when it comes
Time.
the perfect time, exactly. So it's not. Getting it done the first time and improving for the next time is what is going to build your business. You can go back and look at our first video. It is most definitely a done is better than perfect. Heck, this video is still a done is better than perfect example because we don't have a great set. Our microphones are not high quality. Our studio is just not where it should be. But if we waited for that, it's never going to come. And we wouldn't be where we're doing today, trying to help people to expand their business. If I had told the person who offered me opportunities in the past that, no, I'm going to wait till I know how to do everything that you're asking me to do, instead of saying, yeah, I'll do that and figure it out as I'm going, then we wouldn't be where we are today. I would still be a chef, she would still be a bartender, and we would just be living the normal life that was not appealing to us. So every successful business, it starts with messy first steps, and you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make a shit ton of them. But what we're trying to do is help you to really just get started and make as few as possible and learn from those little mistakes that you're still gonna make, but adapting to them as you go. Despite what everybody tells you out there, the world is an incredibly abundant place. And believe you me, do not fall into the mindset that there is a lack or a scarcity of any work out there. And that, oh, I can't do what I want to do because nobody's going to pay me. If I thought that way, I would never have accomplished what I've accomplished because I do stuff that I never thought I would do. There's so much money out there for you to tap into. The resources are endless, and you can create real abundance for yourself, your spouse, your family, and even those around you if you want.
The way to ditch the grind is to start working for yourself and creating your own income opportunities. And working for yourself doesn't have to be overwhelming or risky, and it certainly isn't all or nothing. It's about starting small, making smart moves, and building momentum. The biggest mistake we made was thinking we had to spend more money to make money. But the truth is, the fastest way to start earning on your own terms is by using what you already have, finding people who need it, and making the first move. If you've ever felt stuck or overwhelmed or unsure of where to start, drop a line below and let us know what's holding you back.
If this video gave you clarity, hit that like button and subscribe for more practical strategies to help you take control of your time, your income, and your life. And most importantly of all, Avoid as much trial and error as you possibly can on your path to a successful business venture. Opportunities are everywhere. You just have to start looking for them. If you want to go even deeper, check out our free guide, the $1,000 plus shortcut, why most hustles fail and what actually works. In it, you'll learn why hustles have failed you if you've tried those before and what you can actually do instead. You'll learn exactly how to identify your most valuable skills. Very important stuff. Package those skills to monetize them and start earning $1,000 plus per month fast on your own terms, the way you really want it to happen.
So click the link in the description box below or find it in the pinned comment section to grab your free guide now. And don't wait, because your first step towards a life on your terms and putting real cash in the bank starts by taking action. It's not just about escaping the grind. This is about designing the life that you want to live. And there is no one way to do this life. There's just your life, your way, and we'll see you next time.